20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Time to talk lacrosse. That's right, with Alex Rohrbach from McGill. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Alex, Alexander, do you care?
Alex is perfect.
All right, okay. What are you doing here from Princeton Junction, New Jersey?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm actually American.
Yeah.
But I just fell in love with the school, fell in love with the city, and thought McGill would be a great place. I could also practice my French and play lacrosse.
Oh, that's good. Lacrosse. Why didn't you go to Syracuse?
Syracuse.
Holy Cross. I don't know who's good.
Syracuse, Hopkins,
Yeah.
Maryland. Again, I chose a school where I could play lacrosse and at the same time have a very strong academic experience.
It says here field of study, and it doesn't say anything. Are you doing nothing? What are you doing over there?
I'm studying finance at the management school.
Something crazy happened at your game last night. Let's listen in.
Okay.
He said, "Okay, Rick."
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Any minute now, Rick.
My computer just froze. How about that? Oh, little wheel spinning.
Okay, and the survey says.
Here we go. Here we go.
But away he goes.
Oh, very confident. As you can see, coming in for the shot.
Shoot, scores!
Scores!
Weishi goes coast to coast to give a McGill an early 1-0 lead. What a goal by Weishi.
Very unusual in lacrosse where you see the goalie come all the way up the field and let alone come up the field, but take a shot on net and score. That's huge for McGill's squad, and yeah, that was great to see.
William Weishi gets the goal as described by TSN690's very own Mo Khan. So, obviously, this is a Canadian university first. Alex, had you ever seen it at any other lacrosse level?
To be honest, I can't remember of a time where I saw a goalie scoring a goal. Weishi had a really good heads-up play. I mean, I've seen goalies run down the field and then pass the ball off and then we get a shot off, but that's very unique. It was really fun to watch.
What do you tell the guy? Hey, yo, stay in your net, okay? We'll do the scoring. Just stop the balls, all right?
Yeah, but he took my job. That's what we're supposed to do on attack, but it was a great play.
How does someone end up playing lacrosse? Is this was this your focus when you were younger?
Well, as a child, I played really every sport imaginable, but by middle school, I was playing lacrosse and football. It's very popular where I'm from, definitely in the northeast of the United States. I think it's growing rapidly in Ontario and Quebec and out in BC. And it's just a really fun sport, very high intensity, fast paced. And that's really why I fell in love with it.
It's funny, in hockey, I know there's big crossover. A lot of guys in the NHL have certain facets of their game that they honed in part by playing lacrosse. So it's funny that in one game, the stick work, they're trying to get it out of the game. And in lacrosse, slashing and hooking is not only allowed, it's encouraged. So what's the worst you've ever raked a guy over?
Well, usually I'm the one being just pummeled and hit. Going for trying to take a shot or whatnot. So I've had a few concussions, injured shoulders, lots of twisted ankles, things like that. But it is very, there's a high degree of violence in the sport, which also makes it very fun.
All right, so last year you had 9 players on the all-CUFLA team. How good is this year's team?
I'll tell you what, every year that I've been here, we've gotten better and better and better. And at this point, I honestly believe we have the best individual talent in the league. And now it's just a matter of building team chemistry early on in the season so that by the time playoffs come around, not only are we the best lacrosse players, we're the best team on the field.
Well, you're pounding everybody right now, 15-4, 14-4, 13-7. Who's out there that can give you a run?
Well, I'll tell you what, Bishops is always a very, very worthy opponent. I think that school is definitely our closest rival, and we're playing them Wednesday night home at Molson Stadium.
All right. What's the most goals you've ever scored in one game?
Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. I know in high school I think I had maybe an 8-goal game. But really, that's not. I prefer to have more assists than goals.
All right, so a hat trick is 3. What do they call 8? What's an 8-goal game? Does it have a name?
I have no idea.
It's off the charts.
Mm.
All right. Very good. When's your next game?
So Wednesday night.
So
Wednesday night.
is it tough to how often do you practice, and is it tough to fit this into the education?
Well, again, I think every player on the team considers himself a student athlete. So definitely our studies come before athletics. We're not professional lacrosse players. In season, and our main season is the end of August through November. It's very intense. We're practicing every day. Weekends we spend traveling to other cities if we're playing away games. So it's a very large time commitment. At the same time, the coaching staff, they're very understanding in terms of being ready for midterms and getting group projects done. So it's a good balance. It's a healthy balance. It's not like we're playing. If I was at Syracuse or a D1 school where lacrosse is your life, lacrosse is your job.
Right. I thought it was very nice of you being a McGill student and not taking a shot at another school there by saying something like, "Hey, we're student athletes. We don't go to Concordia," or something like, something like that.
Well, they have a fantastic business school.
Yeah.
At Concordia.
I know. I'm just saying you could have taken a shot. I didn't say it was true. You could have. Best of luck the rest of the season. Nice talking to you.
Okay, thank you very much.
There you go.